Leave a like and subscribe to see more videos like this in the future.
Liv, you won't believe what happened today.
What is it? Did you finally win that contest you were entering?
Not quite, but it's huge. Remember that investment firm you told me about? The one with the awesome returns?
Yes, of course. Did something happen with them? They wouldn't send unsolicited investment offers, would they?
No, I invested through them like you said. And today I got a thank you package.
Oh, that's nice. Was it chocolates or something? A swag bag?
Way better. Tickets to that crazy fancy French place downtown. The Michelin-rated one.
No way! Are you serious? That's incredible! I can't believe it actually worked.
They even included vouchers to cover the meal. This is going to be amazing!
Wow. I knew those guys had a good reputation, but this is next level. You lucky duck.
I owe it all to you. If you hadn't told me about them, this wouldn't have happened. What do you say? Special occasion fancy dinner?
Absolutely. Let's do it. I'll even find a new dress. This deserves a celebration.
You're the best. I'm so excited. This is going to be so good.
Okay, Remy, spill the beans. What's this restaurant called? We need to start the excitement early.
It's called L'Étoile d'Argent. Super fancy name, right? It means the Silver Star.
Ooh la la! You're making me blush already. That does sound posh. Have you looked them up online? There's probably tons of hype.
Yep, I did a deep dive. Their website is gorgeous. Wait till you see the photos of the food. Like tiny works of art.
I'm picturing it now. Those colorful swirls, foams on plates you could use as a mirror. You know the type. I bet we'll need a dictionary to understand the menu.
Ha! Maybe even Google Translate. I saw one dish description with the word jus. What the heck is a jus?
I think it's some kind of fancy sauce reduction. Remember that cooking show we used to watch? They were always going on about their jus.
So basically, I'm paying a fortune to eat fancy gravy. Well, at least it'll be the most sophisticated gravy ever.
We need to brush up on our French pronunciation. We wouldn't want to insult the waiter. Garçon! Un hamburger, s'il vous plaît!
I'm pretty sure they won't have hamburgers, babe. More like pigeon stuffed with truffles or something equally bizarre.
Pigeon. My favorite. Seriously, though. Did they have any menu options online? Don't leave me in suspense.
Relax, they had a sample menu. Looks like they change it seasonally. Lots of seafood, which is great. I saw something about lobster.
Oh, lobster thermidor! My weakness! Imagine the creamy sauce, the tender lobster. It'll melt in your mouth. Let's hope that's on the menu.
That sounds delicious. But also, I have my eye on this one with scallops. And some kind of exotic mushroom cream sauce.
Now you're talking! Mushrooms are one of the few gourmet things I truly adore. I could eat them with anything.
We should probably decide soon, right? I'm assuming we can't spend an hour poring over the menu while everyone else is waiting to eat.
Ugh, the pressure is on. I suppose we should be practical. Splitting things might be the best way to try more than one dish.
Good plan. I bet they have those fancy tasting menus too. But that feels like overkill. And probably double our bill.
Let's live a little. But yes, maybe not bankrupt ourselves on one meal. Sharing sounds perfect. Maybe even a nice bottle of wine to go with it.
We deserve to splurge. They'll definitely have a wine list longer than a novel. I'll leave that selection to you. You're the connoisseur here. Remy, how'd you do it? I just saw it all over Instagram. How were you able to afford a restaurant like that? I had the average wait time on the reservation list is over 2 months. Don't tell me you won the lottery. That was fast. I just posted it 5 minutes ago. It wasn't a lottery, but it was still luck. Do you remember my wife, Olivia? Well, she works for an investment firm and she helped me invest my extra income into one of the stocks she was keeping her eye on. I was able to purchase a large amount of the stock before it went to the moon. They recently distributed their dividends and you wouldn't believe the complimentary gifts we received. One of the complimentary gifts we received was free dinner tickets for 2 at that 3-star Michelin-rated French restaurant. I was just shocked. I couldn't believe how lucky we were. Really, it was luck, but Olivia really believed in the company, so I have her to thank for this sudden windfall. So, you mean to say that you have multiple free dinners there? Just how many do you have? We didn't receive very many, but we did get some. OMG, I'm so jealous. I can't believe they gave you multiples. Just out of curiosity, but you don't by any chance still have some, do you? I'm so sorry. We used the last of them the other day. After taking my parents and grandparents out, there weren't many left. Why didn't you send me any? You know how much I love fine dining. It's not fair to keep it all to yourself. I'm sorry, but it's as I said. It was thanks to my wife that we were able to get our hands on them. Why don't you ask your wife? You both make enough money. Why don't you just take her with you and split the bill? No way. I couldn't ask her. It's simply too expensive. Even if I did, my wife isn't exactly the type to enjoy fine dining restaurants. She's the practical type. As long as it's edible, she'll eat anything. Well, that's unfortunate. I think going out to eat with family is always enjoyable. She is your wife, after all. It's fine. There's no point in going if we don't have one of those tickets. I guess I'll just have to watch from the outside and watch people enjoy the food on Instagram. I couldn't give you any even if I wanted to. My wife wouldn't be very happy about giving away the tickets. Come on. Even just one would be enough. I don't need to bring my wife. I wouldn't mind going alone. Can you please stop? I've already told you I can't. What do I need to tell you in order for you to understand? Okay, you don't need to get your panties in a bunch. Even I know when to give up. I didn't think it would be such a big deal, okay? I'll drop it so you don't need to be so defensive. If you understand, then it's fine. I'll let it go as well. I like you as my friend, and I hope we can keep it that way. Great. Our friendship is better than all this bickering. Are you still free to get a few beers this Friday? Yes, of course. I saved the date for you. I'll see you at the bar then. Well, Remy, I can't believe you are acting all high and mighty. You were lying this whole time, weren't you? Lying? What exactly was I lying about? I don't recall lying about anything with you. It looks like you still haven't noticed, have you? What on earth are you talking about? If you haven't figured it out yet, then I can't tell you. Okay. You're acting a little odd today, Alex. Anyways, do you remember when we were talking the other day? When we went out for drinks, you were telling me about the 3-star Michelin French restaurant you went to, right? Yes, I do remember. You wanted to know more about the food that I had there. Yes, exactly. Do you remember what food you had? What would you recommend? Oh yes, I can tell you about it. The food there was simply divine. The terrine and beef stew were particularly delectable. Those are a few of the things I ate, but no matter what you eat there, it'll all be delicious. Oh, that's great to know. I've never had a terrine before. But I know beef stew. It sounds like a safe bet to order. Order? Wait, Alex, are you by any chance also going to that restaurant? Yes, I'm so excited. You don't know how much I've wanted to eat here, especially after you went there yourself. I happened to be in the same area and decided to drop by, and wouldn't you know it, they had a sudden cancellation. I was able to get a table for later this month, just now. I really have to thank you, Remy. It's all thanks to you. I would have never imagined coming here if it wasn't for you. I don't remember doing anything in particular to help you, but you're welcome. You've been acting awfully strange recently. Alex, are you hiding anything from me? I didn't do anything. There's nothing at all. I'm just overjoyed right now. I've always wanted to be like those rich celebrities eating at fine dining restaurants whenever they please. It's just intoxicating. If you say so. but you haven't been the same since I first told you about going to that restaurant. Even at the bar, you couldn't stop smiling. I guess I couldn't help it. I'm not the type that can hide their emotions. It just so happens that I had an incredible turn of luck that day. That sounds great. What happened? Oh, you know, it's when something incredible happens and it changes everything. I can't go into detail about it, however. I'm sure you'll figure it out soon. It has a lot to do with you. I think you'll be shocked once you find out. You know what? I'll give you a little hint. That'll make this even more enjoyable. Here it goes. It's something that you had before. Maybe a few special items you might have. Something that I have. Why would that be good for you? I'm confused, Alex. How exactly are they connected to your good fortune? I don't really get it. Well, if you don't get it now, maybe you should think about it. As I said before, I'm sure you'll figure it out. Possibly sooner rather than later. Oh, looks like I have to go. I'm a little busy right now. But I wanted to surprise you. I'm so looking forward to eating at that restaurant. Hey, Remy. It's me again. I just wanted to let you know that I'm at the French restaurant now. You know, I couldn't share it with my wife, so I hope you don't mind. Everything is amazing. There are foods I've never heard about or seen before. The experience has really opened my eyes. Regular French restaurants can't even hold a candle to any of this food. The food is just so uniquely intriguing. I don't know how to explain it, but the food feels like it's drawing you in. On top of that, it was all for free. There's no better feeling than that, am I right? Are you talking about the 3-star Michelin French restaurant we were talking about the other day? The one that I had a free dinner to? Yes, that's the one. I knew you'd catch on quickly, Remy. Wow. I didn't believe it when you said you got a reservation. I didn't think you'd actually go. So, you're at the restaurant now? Are you actually texting me while you're eating? Yes, I am. I'm happy to hear you're enjoying the food there, but don't you think you should be enjoying the whole experience more? There's no need to tell me while you're eating. You can enjoy the food and tell me about it afterward. After all, it's a bit of a waste, don't you think? That's true. But I couldn't hold myself back. I had to give you my thanks again. It's all thanks to you. Thanks to me? I've only told you about my experience there. Were my recommendations that good? Well, it's great that the food is amazing. But more than that, I'm eating here for free. Can you believe it? So I wanted to tell you to thank you. You're welcome, I guess. I ordered the terrine you mentioned before. I don't see the appeal. It wasn't very good in my opinion anyways. Yeah, you know, everyone has their own taste. Sorry, the stew was amazing though. I couldn't believe how tender and juicy the meat was. It was practically melting in my mouth. It was so good I ended up ordering another serving. Well, I'm glad you found one of the dishes to be good. Who are you with? Were you able to convince your wife to go with you? No, not Rebecca. I told you before, but she'd never come to a place like this. Let's just say I'm with some friends. Oh, it's nice having dinner with friends, too. I hope they enjoy the food as much as you do. Well, the food was good, but the wine! Ugh, the wine is simply to die for. It's great not having to worry about how much they cost. I ordered 3 bottles of their most expensive wine. They're all imports from France, too. I've never had anything so delicious in my life. Wait, 3 bottles? They're hundreds of dollars, aren't they? Are you going to be okay ordering so many expensive wines? That kind of money is nothing to sneeze at. I said it's fine. It's not like I'm paying for any of this anyways. It's all free. That's the best part. I got a hold of those free dinner services. You know what they say. Everything tastes better when it's free. How in the world did you get them? Have you finally figured it out? It took you long enough. I wondered how long I would have to keep dropping hints before you finally caught on. I was beginning to get tired of it. So thank you again. It's thanks to your tickets that I was able to eat at such an extravagant restaurant. Did you even notice that they were missing? You were being such a cheapskate when you had so many. I just had to take a couple. I swiped them from your wallet when we met up the other day. It's not fair of you to hog all the good luck to yourself. After gorging myself on all this delicious food and wine, I'm hoping to use your tickets to pay for the meal. Ha! The joke is on you. Go ahead and try to use them. See what happens. They've already been used. You're lying. Why would you hold on to them if they've already been used? I'm telling you, they're trash. Since you can't use them, of course they're worthless. So if you could just go ahead and throw them away for me, that'd be great. But Alex, I can't believe you would try and steal from me. I had a feeling it was you, but I didn't want to believe it. You're my friend. If you're going around stealing other people's things, you're nothing but a common thief. Hey, this isn't funny. You can't be serious. What do you mean they're already used? Why don't you take a look at the back of the tickets for me real quick, hon? It's printed right there. You see the date stamped, right? Well, those are the dates where they've been used. They stamp them and give them back. Some people like to hold on to the tickets as a memento, I guess. OMG. The stamps are there. Right on the back. These are the tickets you used 2 weeks ago, aren't they? I can't believe I didn't notice. I thought they were still unused. There wasn't any point in stealing these worthless pieces of paper. It's karma, Alex. Everything eventually comes back around. This is what you deserve for trying to steal them in the first place. Then what am I going to do about this bill? If I can't use these tickets, then that means we have to pay for everything ourselves. That's right. You'll have to pay every single cent. You don't have the right to complain. I warned you before. I was out of tickets, but you couldn't take no for an answer. We can't pay the bill. Do you even know how much everything costs? It's over $1,000. We don't have that kind of money. How are we going to get out of this? It doesn't even matter. First of all, you shouldn't have spent that much money. The tickets say a free dinner, but there's a limit to what you can spend. It would have been fine if we went over just a little bit, but we weren't expecting to pay the entire bill by ourselves. I couldn't help it. It's not every day I get the chance to eat at an expensive restaurant like this. It's not like I can afford it on my salary. I became a little too excited. After all, it was supposed to be free. Who could resist? Ha, so you wanted to splurge at the expense of someone else. We've been friends for a while, but I never thought you to be the type. I'm simply stunned at how brazen you are about this whole affair. It sounds like you knew your tickets were missing this entire time. I bet you've been mocking me this entire time. You knew, but you wanted to make a fool of me. I didn't know it was you. I had no proof, but I did have my suspicions. You were asking all about the tickets at the bar the other day. I thought I had already explained them to you, but you were acting as if you were going to use them yourself. It was odd, since you said you and Rebecca can't afford it. I wanted to give you the benefit of the doubt, but after I went home that day, I checked my bag as usual. Wouldn't you know that the tickets were no longer in my wallet? I rarely misplace my things, so I was 99% sure it was you. Even though they were missing, I had already used the tickets. So whoever stole them wouldn't get any use out of them anyways. It was my own little revenge. Rude. You knew you were setting me up from the beginning. Why wouldn't you say something? I don't think that's how this works. First of all, they were stolen from me. Even if I have my suspicions, I didn't know for sure it was you until now. There's also the fact that I don't have any responsibility to tell you if my own things were stolen. You were the one who decided to steal my things. You were the one who went off to spend my tickets. You were the one who got yourself into this mess in the first place. We're friends, aren't we? If you realized my mistake, you should have told me. It's over $1,000. We don't have that kind of money. Friends? I don't see any friends anywhere. I don't think someone that would steal another friend's things is my friend. In fact, you're nothing but a thief. Who cares about that? It's not even a big deal. They were just tickets that you got for free. It's not like you paid for them. I came all this way and ordered all this food because I thought it'd be free. I usually don't eat this much, but given the circumstances, I had to make the best use of what was supposed to be a free meal. I can't just tell everyone I can't pay the bill. I was the one who invited them. I don't know what I'm going to do. You've made your own bed, so now it's time to lay in it. If you're going to go so far as to steal, then you better be prepared for the consequences. Luckily, it's not even worth going to the police over. Think of the restaurant bill as your just desserts. It's over $1,000. We don't have that kind of money. I'm sorry for stealing your things. It was wrong of me. I shouldn't have done it. So please, just help me pay this bill, won't you? I didn't bring enough money, so I'm desperate here. Well, if you didn't bring enough money, why don't you use your credit card? I'm pretty sure that restaurant allows you to pay with a card or Apple Pay. I do have my credit card, but it's Rebecca's. Then it's simple. Just explain the situation to her and I'm sure she'll understand. She's your wife after all. I told you I can't do that! If I pay with her card, then she'll know I splurged over something trivial. I can't. I just can't. Then I don't think there's much else I can do. I've already given you the best advice, but you refuse to acknowledge your own mistakes. What about your friends? You said you went together with them, right? Why don't you ask them for help? I can't do that either. They only agreed to come tonight because I said I would treat them. If I tell them I can't pay for the meal, then our relationship will be ruined. I really can't ask her to pay for the meal. That's just unreasonable. Her? You're with another woman right now? When you said you were with a friend, I assumed it was with the boys. She's a friend from work. There's nothing between us. She's just a friend, nothing more. No. I think that's a little too convenient, don't you think? You're together with a woman who's not your wife at a high-class French restaurant. I don't know how it sounds to you, but most people would think that's a little suspicious. I'm sure Rebecca would have something to say about it. Look, it has nothing to do with you. What friends I have dinner or lunch with is none of your business. I can go out with whoever I want. So just butt out of it, okay? We're talking about the bill right now, not who I'm with right now. Fine. I just want you to be aware of your own situation. It's not like I'm friends with your wife or anything. I won't say another word or ask any more questions. Great. So that means you'll help me out, right? You can come and give me the money. I said I wouldn't pry into your personal affairs anymore. I don't remember saying anything of the sort. This is your mess. Don't try to get me wrapped up in all of this. I don't even consider you my friend anymore. So goodbye. Good luck getting out of this one. Wait, come back! You can't just leave me out to dry like this! Hey! How could this happen? Remy, I don't know what to do. Because of that incident at that French restaurant, Rebecca left. That went from 1 to 100 pretty quickly. What ended up happening with the restaurant bill? You said all you had on you was Rebecca's credit card, right? Yeah, that's right. I had no other choice but to use her credit card. Apparently, she signed up for notifications by her bank whenever there's a purchase over several $100s. After that, she rushed over to the restaurant to see why she was charged such a ridiculous amount. Even without the notification from the bank, you would have been found out eventually. She checks her monthly credit card statements, doesn't she? That's not the important part here, Remy. Isn't that what this was all about? You had to pay for that restaurant bill you splurged on. Don't you remember? I told you I was with a female friend at the restaurant, didn't I? Yes, I do vaguely remember you telling me so. That's what I'm talking about. When my wife came to the restaurant, she saw I was with another woman eating dinner. I tried to explain the situation to her, but she just wouldn't drop it. After going back home, she looked up everything. She checked the bank accounts and the computer history and even looked through my phone. She found out I'd been going out with that female friend on a regular basis. So, you were having an affair, Alex. I told you it's not an affair. There was never any physical touch. We kept things professional. But the thing is, she's a sugar baby of sorts. I assume that's why you couldn't ask her to pay for the meal the other day, huh? Exactly. I'm not proud of it, but I've been using our living expenses to pay for her. Rebecca found out and she was furious. We got into this huge fight. If I'm not careful, we might end up getting a divorce. Oh my gosh, Alex. You can't be serious. How could you spend your family's living expenses? That only complicates things even further. If it was only the affair, maybe you and Rebecca could have worked things out. But as it stands now, you might be past the point of no return. It couldn't be helped. You know I have a soft spot for younger women. Rebecca is a great wife and mother, but she's older now. Every time I look at her thinning hair, I feel so dejected. Add to that, raising Ryan is tiring too. I just needed a little pick-me-up. I needed someone to give me attention. We never did anything physical. She would just accompany me out to dinners and things like shopping. Why did you have to use your family's living expenses? You should have just used your own money to fool around with. That money was for your family. How have you been raising Ryan this whole time? I'm not sure you will receive any reprieve from your wife. Hey, I didn't ask for a lecture, okay? Who made you the morality police anyways? This is all your fault in the first place. If it wasn't for you, I would have never been in this position to begin with. This is all you're doing. You invited this trouble onto yourself. You set yourself up to be in this situation. It was just a ticking time bomb ready to go off. The tickets just happened to be the spark that lit the fuse. You shouldn't have put those used tickets back in your wallet. Who does that anyways? Normally you just throw them away or give them to the restaurant. I bet you set this all up. You've been plotting against me, haven't you? I bet you thought you were really clever. You must be laughing behind my back. Now, why would I even do that? I had nothing against you. What do I have to gain from putting you through all of this? I didn't want to be the one to bring it up, but there have been rumors about you for a while now. You haven't lifted anything else from a few of the other guys, have you? What are you trying to blame me for now? I did no such thing. As I said, there have been talks going around recently. A few of the other dads have noticed that things have gone missing. Money and a few bits have gone missing here and there. The guys have been growing suspicious. So just because I took a few tickets, now I'm some kind of kleptomaniac. I was only tempted because they were tickets for that high-class restaurant. If it was anything else, I would have never stolen them. Well, can you blame me? You are the most capable of pilfering, as we've seen. Besides me, a few of the other guys found things missing from their bags after we last met up. That doesn't mean that I'm the one who stole them. How would I have been able to steal from all of you? That's ridiculous. And besides, there's no proof that I stole anything else. You can't just go around throwing accusations at people like this, Remy. I was simply asking. I'm trying to look out for you. I knew it. I knew you didn't have any proof. We don't have any proof right now, but if any evidence comes up, things won't end well for you. You know how vindictive the guys can be. Without any proof, there's nothing any of you can do. Are you out of your mind? Here, I thought you were being sensible for once. You're going to threaten to sue me over calling you a thief when in fact you stole those tickets from me? You can't be serious. You were never the brightest tool in the shed, but this is a whole different level of idiocy. You tried to entrap me. You put me in this situation with those tickets you used as bait. My life is a mess right now because of you. You can't even imagine the stress I'm going through right now. A few $1,000s is nothing compared to all the damage you've done to my life. But by the off chance you do find any proof, I'm willing to back off if you keep quiet about everything. If we find any proof, we'll work things out like adults. We'll bring our findings to the authorities and they'll handle it. You might even find yourself in jail, you know. Go ahead and try me. There's no proof, just like you said. Without any proof, you've got no case against me, and without any case against me, I won't be going to jail or facing any charges. Fine. If you want to play ball, we'll play. I'll do a little digging and see what I find. Help yourself. Don't break your back searching every nook and cranny out there. I'll give you guys a week. I bet you won't find a single shred of evidence. Hey, Rebecca. How are you?
Oh, Remy? I'm fine, thanks. It's nice to hear from you. I don't think we've spoken since that barbecue last summer. How are you? How are the kids?
They're great, thanks. How's little Ryan doing?
Oh, he's fantastic. He's been really into soccer lately. I think he might become a pro.
That's great.
Is everything okay? Is there any reason you're getting in touch with me all of a sudden?
Actually, there is something. It's about Alex.
Oh, you must have heard from him then, I suppose. About me taking Ryan back to my parents' place?
Yeah, I did. I'm really sorry about all of this.
Don't be. It's not your fault. He's just not the man I thought he was.
You can say that again. There's actually more things that I think you should know.
Oh, God. There's more?
I'm afraid so. You know how you caught Alex in that fancy French restaurant with a younger woman?
Yes? Don't remind me.
You must have been wondering why he went there in the first place, since he obviously didn't have enough money and had to use your card.
I was actually wondering about that.
Well, the truth is, he thought he had a free coupon to eat there. I told him about some that I received recently, and he tried to steal them from my wallet. Luckily, they were already used, so he couldn't actually use them.
Oh my God. I'm so sorry. He's such an idiot. This is so embarrassing.
It's not your fault. You have nothing to apologize for. We're both victims of his. Anyway, you know me. Alex and some of the other dads sometimes meet for drinks.
Yes?
Well, a lot of us have often noticed things missing from our bags. And since I know for sure it was Alex who stole my used tickets, it's seeming pretty likely that he's behind all of these disappearances.
Oh my God. I can't believe he'd do things like this. This isn't who I thought I was marrying.
I know. It must be quite a shock. But if you wouldn't mind, could you maybe help me out with proving this theory?
Sure, I'd be happy to help. What would you like me to do?
Well, the guy sent through a list of things they've been missing. Some of them are really quite expensive. Greg's even missing his Rolex. Anyway, I'll send you through the list, and could you maybe just look around the house and see if you can find any of the missing items? You still have a key to the house, right?
Yes, of course. And I'd be more than happy to look around for you. I'll let you know if I find any of the things. But this is all really just such a shock. I knew he was selfish and stupid, but to be a thief, too. I really can't believe it.
I know, it's a lot to take in. And I understand if you don't feel comfortable going back to your old family home to do this.
No, it's fine. Don't worry, I can do it. If he's really doing this, then it's important to bring him to justice. It's not fair if you and your other friends don't get your things back. Or at the very least don't get compensated if he sold things.
Thanks, Rebecca. I knew I could count on you. Well, Alex. It seems the jig is up. You were the culprit after all. Jig. Who are you, Sherlock Holmes? What did you find? Oh, so you haven't heard from Rebecca yet, have you? What are you talking about? Rebecca hasn't said anything since our last fight and she left the house. You don't remember all that fuss about the guys and our missing things? You were the one behind it, weren't you? There's no denying it. How many times do I have to tell you? It wasn't me. And I think you forgot that you had no proof against me. Unless... That's right. Why would I bother messaging you if I didn't have any proof? What did you find? I mean, I bet you're just trying to set me up for a false confession. There's no hiding it. I spoke with Rebecca and she helped me find the proof I needed. Rebecca? Did you drag her into this whole mess? Leave her out of this. It's too late now. I told her the truth about the dinner the other day. Not only did you rack up $1,000 bill, but you meant to keep it a secret because you had my tickets you thought you could use. I also didn't forget to tell her you stole those straight from my wallet. Not only me, but a few of the other guys compiled a list of missing things. We handed the list over to Rebecca and asked her to do a little search around the house for them. Lo and behold, she found all sorts of things that didn't belong to you. The list was quite extensive, and she found almost every single item. When did Rebecca come back? It is both of your houses, for now. She went back while you were out. The only time I would have been gone would be at night. At night? Don't tell me while your wife was away you were going out with that young girl. What I do in my free time is my business. Don't act all high and mighty. You have no right to judge me. When you told me you were on the verge of a divorce, I thought you'd take responsibility and do the right thing. Instead, you continue down this destructive path. If you think about it, if I don't enjoy myself now, I won't be able to once I get to divorce, right? I'm sure Rebecca will bleed me dry in the divorce. Not to mention child support. I won't have the extra money to spend. I'm thinking ahead. I want to spread my wings and enjoy myself while I still can. I can't believe you, Alex. It's just one thing after another with you. I've completely misjudged your character. You should go to the hospital. I think something is wrong with you. Normal people don't act this way. That's no way to talk to a friend. A friend? I think we burned that bridge a while ago. I hate to break it to you, but I no longer consider us friends. Wait, really? I thought we had a special bond. We're both fathers. You should understand what I'm going through. A criminal like you? You have no qualms about stealing from others. I already told you, I don't need any friends like that. I'm not a criminal. I haven't been arrested, have I? My record is clean. You might not have been jailed or charged with anything, but the truth is you've stolen from me and the other guys. Am I mistaken? You're stealing and you have the gall to act like you're innocent. It was just a few trinkets here and there. There was never anything really valuable that I took, right? Our friendship should go deeper than this little rift between us. Besides, that's what friends are for, right? We help each other when we're in need. I just borrowed what I needed. Borrowed? When were you planning on giving us back our things? If those tickets weren't expired, how were you going to return those? Yes, us guys stick together and help each other when we're in need. But we ask each other first. You didn't talk to us, and you certainly didn't get our permission to take our things. I was going to return them. Eventually. Eventually? When was that going to be? I wasn't going to borrow them for that long. I would have returned them as soon as I finished using them. If you really were only borrowing our things, you would have asked for permission in the first place. That's the minimum level of decency, isn't it? That's such a hassle to ask every time. I'm sure you and the other guys would have grown tired of me asking over and over. It was just easier this way. I had no intention of stealing. I'm no thief. All I hear are excuses. I doubt you would have said anything if we had never caught on to your stealing. In any case, I've already reported you to the authorities. I think you should prepare yourself. Hey, that's going too far. Why would you report me? You don't remember? You told me I could go ahead and call the cops if I found evidence of your theft. As an upstanding adult, I can't just overlook this. I reported you, just as anyone else would. You keep messing up my life. Do you know how much more trouble you've caused? What's going to happen if they come by the house to question me? What will Rebecca think? There's no way she'd stand by and just let them take me. I guess I'm not the only one who can't read people. I already talked with her when she found the proof of your crimes. She gave me her blessing. Rebecca did? She said you need to face the consequences of your actions. If you're arrested and taken to jail, then those are the penalties you'll need to face. They can't arrest me. I'm the father of her child. What's she going to do without me? She's already made preparations in case that were to happen. I'm not sure if you heard or not, but Rebecca is planning to get a divorce. Tell me you're lying. Don't joke with me. Please tell me it's not true. Unfortunately, it's the truth. As your former friend, I'll at least give you fair warning about what's to come your way. You can speak with your wife yourself. Well, after you've been arrested, that is. I can't go to jail. If I get divorced, how am I going to live? You can't do this. I'll give everything I've stolen back as if I'd never taken anything. Hurry up and call the police to cancel your report. It's too late. There's nothing I can do to help you. I gave you ample opportunities to do the right thing, but you failed. It's time to face the music. My life will be ruined, Remy. Do you really want that on your conscience? If I get arrested, even my parents will find out about what I've been doing. I just can't get arrested. Not like this. I won't be able to enjoy myself anymore. And what about my sugar baby? It's like you said, once you're divorced, you won't have the time or money for a sugar baby. This is the end, Alex. It's over. You just don't understand. She's my life. She's the only one who has given me joy this last year. If I can't see her, then there's no point in living anymore. She's my life. You've really sunk low. She's playing you and you've fallen for it hook, line, and sinker. Instead of that sugar baby of yours, you should focus on your wife and your son. It's better if the two of you never meet again. I can't give her up. But I don't want to get a divorce either. How long are you going to spew that selfish nonsense? If you really meant what you said about not wanting to get a divorce, you'd change your way of life and get rid of that sugar baby. Yet you're prioritizing her over your family. She's not more important than them. I love my family. They're my treasure, but she's just as important as them. They're all equal. How can she be just as important to you as your own family? Your own flesh and blood? You know you're paying for her to give you attention, right? Any normal person would have chosen their family if it came between the two. Your moral compass is definitely out of balance. Everyone has their own values and their own perspectives. You can't judge everyone based on those ridiculous standards. This is how I see the world. You should respect my opinions and feelings as a person. There's no point in this. We keep talking in circles and I'm not getting through to you, no matter how much I try. I'll put it as bluntly as possible, so that no matter your opinion or perspective, you'll understand. For your wife and son, and for the sake of your marriage, you need to stop. Otherwise, I'll have to advise Rebecca that she's better off divorcing you. Why are you even telling her to divorce me? Are you conspiring against me? Truth be told, Rebecca is out of the house right now. Rebecca is with you right now. Has she been reading our conversation this entire time? Yes. She felt bad about all the trouble you've been causing and wanted to apologize to me. Face to face. Why didn't you tell me she was there? Have you two been conspiring against me? That's it, isn't it? We're doing nothing of the sort. Your lies have made you delusional. Although she has been reading our conversation. You snitch. You've been telling her every detail about this, haven't you? That's how she knew. I didn't mean what I said earlier. That's it. Of course, the most important thing in my life is my family. I love them more than anything else in the world. So please, Rebecca, don't follow through with the divorce. I love you. We can move past this. It's far too late now. After everything you said, I don't think she'll trust your words anymore. Then, you tell her, Remy. Tell her not to divorce me. You have to. I don't have to do anything. You've done this all to yourself. If you had just given up your sugar baby and really tried to save this marriage, Rebecca would have taken you back. Please, tell her. She'll trust you if it's you. I'm begging you. I'll forever be in your favor. You can trust me. I don't need anything like that. Your promises are worthless if you can't keep them. Besides, I'll be satisfied just fine once you face your punishment. That's a reward that money can't buy. You can't, Remy! How could you still think about turning me in after I've bared everything to you? I'm practically groveling on the floor right now. Practically, but not quite. The other guys have just filed a report with the cops. It seems like all that's left is to wait. OMG! I'm sure the cops will be on their way shortly. Don't make this a bigger scene than it needs to be. Just go along quietly and cooperate. It'll be easier that way. Someone like me can't go to jail. They're like animals in there. They'll tear me apart. Please, Remy, I mean it. I'll do anything to make it up to you and the guys. It's too late, I said. I wasn't the one to file the report in the first place. All your pleading and begging won't do you any good. I can't go and retract it. If you have something to say, you should tell them yourself. Then, what if you tell them for me? If you tell them that I'll give them everything back and more, I know they'll understand. I've already tried messaging them, but they haven't read any of the messages I've sent. They've all been left on unread. It looks like that side has already made up their minds. After everything you've done, it's not surprising that they would block you. Everyone was furious when they discovered you were the culprit. You betrayed our trust and our friendship. I don't know to what extent you stole from everyone, but once the cops become involved, everything will come to light. What am I going to do? Remy! Goodbye, Alex. I wish I could say it was nice knowing you, but I'd be lying. You know what they say, karma always comes back around. Remy, oh man, you got to help me. This is a total misunderstanding, I swear. What is it this time, Alex? And what makes you think I'd want to help you? That watch. Greg's pressing charges, cops are involved, the whole 9 yards. It ain't looking good, buddy. So, let me get this straight. After everything with your sugar baby, stealing from me and the others, you still think you can leech some cash out of me? Come on, man, don't be like this. We're friends. I just need bail money, that's all. Friend? Is that what you call someone you steal from? Someone you lie to and try to manipulate? Bro, look, I messed up. I'll admit that. I was desperate. Those tickets put me in a bad place. I warned you, Alex, but you wouldn't listen. Greed doesn't suddenly disappear after it kicks your ass. You learned nothing. You gotta bail me out, please! They're gonna throw me in jail with the real criminals. I won't make it out of there in one piece, I swear. You got yourself into this mess. Figure it out yourself. My sympathy ran out months ago. Listen, that investment you made. You said it was doing great, right? Just a couple thousand. I'll pay you back. Plus interest. My investment doesn't exist to fund your criminal habits. I'm surprised you don't see the irony in that. Oh, suddenly you're on your high horse. I thought we were buddies. Help me out here. For old time's sake. The only old time I remember is the one where I should have reported you the first time you stole from me. Enjoy your new accommodations. Screw you, Remy. You're gonna regret this. Remy? Remy, you there? I said I'll pay you back triple! Remy! After this whole ordeal, Greg did end up pressing charges, and a lot of us testified on his behalf, since Alex really had been stealing from us for years. Since he had never been caught, he got more and more brave, which led to him stealing such an expensive watch, and those dinner tickets, and even trying to rub it in my face. He really thought he was untouchable after getting away with his crimes for so long. His wife also did end up divorcing him, and getting full custody of their kids. She seems to be doing a lot better without him, though, which is great. Their son still plays with ours, so I'm glad that relationship is still intact. The rest of us guys are happy to be able to go out for drinks without worrying about our things being stolen anymore. And we've all become even better friends now that the culprit has been found and charged. For a while, things were awkward, since no one knew who was doing the stealing. And we'll all be a lot more careful about who we invite to hang out from now on, too.
Hey Patrick, did you finish everything?
Hey love, yeah, I just finished and I'll be heading home.
Are you okay? You've been so busy after changing companies. I'm worried about you.
There's nothing you have to worry about. I've gotten used to it already. Don't worry about me, alright?
You remember we're meeting your parents this weekend, right? We set it up pretty early morning, remember? Are you going to be okay? Will you be able to wake up? Do you want to postpone the meeting? I can always adjust my schedule so you don't have to worry about me.
Don't worry about it. I just need a few hours of sleep and I'll do it. You know me. I'm a ball of energy, right? I also want you to meet my family. It'll be great. I know they'll love you. My parents will throw a fit if they don't get to see you.
Alright, if you say so. Just don't push yourself and let me know if you're not feeling well, okay?
Alright, I'll let you know if I'm not feeling well. I'm just meeting my parents, so there's nothing to worry about. By the way, you were pretty nervous when we discussed about this. I'm more worried about you. You've been busy with work and other things lately. Do you think you're gonna be okay tomorrow?
Yeah, I mean, of course I'm nervous and all, but I'm fine.
Okay, well that's good to know. I thought maybe you were wanting to postpone meeting my parents or something. Meeting the parents can be a little nerve-wracking.
No, nothing like that. I'm really just genuinely worried about you and your health.
Alright, then we'll meet up tomorrow as planned. I really hope that you can think of my parents as if they're yours. I know you've missed your parents and you've had a difficult time without them, but now you can think of them as your own parents.
Thank you. I know you know how difficult things have been.
I know you've been worried about what my parents will think, but you don't have to worry, okay? Even if they were to care, it wouldn't even matter since I love you for who you are and not your background.
It's just that not a lot of people try to understand what I've been through. I didn't do well in school, I was extremely raged, and I just wasn't in a good place. I know you understand and love me, but what would your family think? I'm just afraid your family might not think the same way.
I don't care what they'll think, love. We'll talk to them about everything, and they'll just have to accept my choice if they still don't understand.
Okay. I guess I'm just a bit paranoid. I know my background doesn't sound great. I just want to make sure that everything's going to be okay with us. Even if they don't understand, I hope that they can like me even just a bit. I'm doing well right now, and I really hope they can think that's what's important. But yeah, as you said, everything should be fine, right? They're the people who raised you. I believe they should be fine.
Yeah, don't worry about what my family might say. You're doing great right now, and family background doesn't really matter these days. What matters is now, not the past.
Okay, I'll just try not to think too much and just go with the flow, right? I still want to get ready for tomorrow, so I'll see you tomorrow, okay?
Alright, don't stay up till too late. Love you.
Today was a lovely day. I feel like everything went fine and that maybe your parents even liked me?
I thought the exact same thing. They seemed like they were really happy to meet you.
Yeah, I'm so glad everything went smoothly. But there's just one thing that slightly bothered me.
What is it?
We didn't really tell them about my background.
It was the first time you met them. There's no reason why we have to overwhelm them with information, don't you think? It was a nice way to introduce you to them, and we can talk to them about everything little bit by little. I want them to get to know you first.
I just feel like I'm lying to them, like I'm deceiving them, you know? I think they should know that I'm an orphan. You come from a good family. I think they'll think it's an important thing for them. I wish they would accept me and like me even after knowing my background.
I just don't think it's necessary to tell them right now. We can bring it up later on, maybe like when we tell them that we want to get married and whatnot.
Do you really think that's the best way to go about it? I feel like we're fooling them. Shouldn't we just be honest about everything?
It'll be fine. My parents liked you, and that's all that matters.
You think so? Do you think they'll agree to the marriage? There's so much things we have to think about, like the wedding and about our life, but...
I'm sure they'll agree to the marriage. There's nothing you have to worry about. You did great, and let's just keep it that way. Don't overwhelm yourself with everything else.
Yeah, that's true. Maybe it's best to just go about it slowly. I would hate to overwhelm them with my personal issues and not have them get to know me.
You were really good today, and as I said earlier, I want us to start planning for our next steps in life.
Yeah, I think that's a good plan. We need to start thinking about what it is that we want. I think we're ready to start planning the wedding and how we want to construct our life together.
We've been together for over 5 years, and I know that we have similar values for how we want to live in the future, but we should start planning the details and putting things into action now.
I agree. Now that I met your parents, I think we can start thinking about the details more. It'd be great if we can start moving forward with everything.
Exactly. We've been ready for this, and we've only been putting it off since you wanted to meet my parents first. But let's rest up well tonight and then discuss this again soon. What the hell are you thinking, Patrick? Have you gone crazy? Sean, what are you talking about? Did I do something to you? I'm talking about your girlfriend. Why are you dating that lowlife? WTF, Sean? Who are you to call her a lowlife? Do you think you're in a position to tell me who I can date or not? We're adults now. It's my life and I can be with whoever I want. It doesn't matter if we're adults or not. You're my little brother and I'm not gonna make you fail in life. How am I gonna fail in life if I'm with Daisy? I love her and I know who she is. It doesn't matter what you think, Sean. I know what I'm doing. All right, then why didn't you tell Mom and Dad more about her? You didn't tell them that she's an orphan, right? It's because you knew it would upset them, right? You know that they'll be against it just like me right now, and that's why you decided to leave out the important parts about her past. Mom and Dad seemed really excited that you finally let them meet your girlfriend. You can't deceive them like this. I don't like how you're talking about her like this. I'm not deceiving them. I just didn't feel the need to tell them every single thing about her life to our parents, alright? Yeah, it's because you know they would be against this marriage. She's not gonna do any good to you, Pat. How do you even know about her? You talk as if you know her personally. Yeah, I do know her personally, and I've known her before you met her. We were in school together. We shared some friends, so we would meet at gatherings ever since we were in school. We weren't close or anything, so I don't think she even remembers me. Wait, what? You knew her since high school? For that long? Yep, I know she's a troubled girl, a girl who never had a family. She lived at that orphanage growing up, right? She had a lot of issues and we all knew about it. And how is that important to me? I love her and that is all that really matters. Right. If you didn't think family background wasn't important, then you would have told them everything without needing to hide anything from our parents. You talk like she's the one to be blamed for everything that happened to her. How is anything that she went through her fault? She had a tough life growing up, as you know. She grew up really well in my eyes. She's caring, she's loving, she knows how to manage her finances well, and she'll be a great wife. Do you think you would have been able to even handle 1% of what she went through? Do you think that you would have been the person you are without our parents? I know she's had a hard life. I'm well aware of that. I never said she's a bad person or anything. It's just that she had to live a difficult life that you can't even imagine. She had to start making a living for herself at a young age, and I don't think you'll ever really be able to connect with her. Do you really think that you can spend the rest of your life with someone like that? Forget all of that. What I want to know is if you're going to tell our parents about her past. Why wouldn't I? They have the rights to know who you're thinking of marrying. I'm sure they'll change their mind about her, and I hope they do, and I hope that you would wake up to. You can do better. Why do you have to do this, Sean? Do you really think that this is going to benefit anyone in any way? You're just making this harder for everyone. Well, if it wasn't important as you said, then you should have told them yourself. You're the one who made this harder for everyone. Do you know why I don't think it's important? It's because that's everything in the past. It's not who she is now. I want her to spend the rest of her life without hardships like what she experienced at a young age. She made a good life despite everything that she went through. You should see her for who she is now, instead of judging her for her past that she had no control of. You can go on about this, but to me, it just sounds like you're deceiving our parents because you know how they would react. All you have to do is not do anything, Sean. Take your nose out of us and everything will go smoothly as planned. Did you receive the present? This is just something extra from me. If you're gonna accept it, it means that you understand and agree to keep quiet because our marriage has nothing to do with you, alright? Wow, Patrick. I'm surprised you're gonna go this far for her. I guess you really do want to get married to her. Alright, I'll keep my mouth shut for Mom and Dad. You won't hear from me about this again. Hey, Daisy, how are you?
Hi, Sean. Long time no talk. I'm doing well. How are you?
Great, you know me. I'm always great. But man, I just wanted to say that you're one lucky gal. You got yourself a nice man. I'm jealous that you have a great partner.
I really am. Patrick is great. But why would you be jealous?
Didn't my brother buy you this as a birthday gift? It seems like he spoils you so much.
Oh, that. Yeah, there's been incidents where my phone battery died and I completely lost track of time while I'm out, so he got me this watch so I don't accidentally blow him off.
I'm really jealous. I really want one for myself, but I just can't afford it. It's really expensive, you know? I can't believe he got you such an expensive gift. I had my eyes on this when it came out. I wish my brother or you would buy this for me.
Oh, you really wanted it that much? Maybe you can ask Patrick about this. I don't know if he can help you, but if he has any extra money, he might be able to help you.
No, I don't think he would do that for me. You're special to him, you know? He cares so much about you, but not much about me. I guess as a husband, he'd want to spoil his wife as much as he can. I know how much he loves you and all. Oh, I know. I actually thought of a really good idea. How about you give me the watch? I would really love to use it.
I'm sorry? This is a present from Patrick. I don't think I would feel comfortable giving you a gift my husband got me for my birthday. I plan to use it for as long as I can. I'm so grateful to him, you know?
Really? You wouldn't be comfortable giving it to me? Because I know you have secrets that my family don't know about. I've been really nice not to tell anyone about it, but if you don't want to be nice to me, I can be the same.
I'm sorry. I don't think I'm following. What are you talking about?
About how you don't have an actual family because you grew up in an orphanage? My parents don't know about this, right? I don't know how they would react if they were to find out. You know how my family has somewhat of a status, right? Even if they didn't care about your past or background, the fact that you were deceiving them all this time, I'm sure they would change their mind about you big time.
Oh, honestly, I don't know what to say. You caught me off guard here. How did you know that about me?
I've known for a while. I've been really good, though, keeping it a secret for all this time.
Oh, so your parents still don't know about this, right? You still haven't told them.
They still don't have a clue about anything. That can change at any moment, depending on how you respond, that is.
Sean, do you really have to go this far?
Patrick said that you're good at managing, and that's why you got this far. So you should know what's best for the both of you, right? I mean, I don't know how much I can keep deceiving my own parents. It hurts my heart to know that they've been deceived. Don't get me wrong, I don't think there's anything wrong with your life, but my parents are older. I don't know what they might think.
Patrick, there's something I need to discuss with you. It's urgent.
What is it? What's going on?
Your brother knows about my past and my background.
How did you know that he knows?
Did you know he knew about everything?
I knew that he knew. He mentioned it to me a little after you met our parents.
What? Why didn't you think to tell me about it? It would have been nice to know that he knows everything about me that your parents don't know about.
I didn't want to overwhelm you with that. Your past doesn't matter, and I made him understand that. He agreed, and I completely forgot about it. I thought it was the same for him also.
These things are crucial to share, Patrick. I would have done things differently if I knew he knew.
There's nothing you have to worry about, though. He's gonna keep his mouth shut about it. He knows it's none of his business.
I just wish you would have told me when all of this happened. I don't know why you didn't think to tell me. What if your parents find out about it? It's been 2 years since we got married. They'll think everything was based on a lie. I don't have a good feeling about this. I knew we should have told them long ago.
It doesn't matter if they find out or not. We're happily married, we have a life together already, and there's nothing that's gonna change that. My parents can't force me to get a divorce from you. We already have a life together. They should know their opinion, and anyone else's won't matter to me. I wish you could worry less and trust me more. I'll never leave you because of what people think about you. I know you, your past and your present, and I plan to stand next to you in the future too. I'll talk to Sean about this again, so there's nothing you have to worry about. Just relax and trust me. Let me handle this, alright?
Okay, yeah, you're right. I'm sorry. It's just, I feel guilty about everything, I guess.
No, I'm sorry about this. Sean shouldn't have told you anything. There's nothing you have to feel guilty about, okay?
Okay, I'll try my best to not let this bother me. I just want you to know that I do trust you. I'm sorry if it seemed like I didn't. That's not what I meant.
I'll be heading back soon. Try not to worry about it, and we can discuss more about this once I'm back, okay? I'll buy something delicious for us on my way back. At times like this, it's best to eat good food.
Yeah, that sounds great. Thank you. I sent you the watch you wanted. It should arrive in a few days. If it doesn't arrive within the week, please contact me and I'll track it for you.
Great, I'm so glad this went smoothly. I knew you were a nice person, Daisy.
In return, I want you to stay nice to me also. That means you're going to keep everything you know about me to yourself. Just promise me that.
Yeah, of course I'll promise you. I am a nice person, Daisy. Your secrets are safe with me and no one will hear about it. No, and I already spoke to Patrick about it, so you have my word.
What? You already spoke to him about this?
Yeah, he contacted me about it and we made sure of where we stand. I know where my place is and I won't bring this up anymore. I am sure things are gonna be okay. You must be relieved now that you know your secrets are safe with me.
Yeah, I guess so.
You know, it's important that you discuss and share everything before things get too serious. You don't want to go into a marriage with any secrets. It's not healthy to get into something serious while trying to keep things hidden, right?
Yeah, I agree.
Your past doesn't need to be hiccups for your marriage, at least not now. As long as my parents don't find out, they'll keep adoring you just like they have been. It's just that I think you should have been honest about yourself to them from the beginning. Then you didn't have to live with all these worries and fear that they'll find out. Just because you're an orphan and your parents abandon you, it doesn't make you a bad person nor a useless person.
I'm pretty sure I know that. I am not a bad person, and I'm definitely not a useless person. I don't think you're in a position to tell me anything, though, Sean. You're not very bright yourself.
I think that I'm better than you, though.
I may not have a family like you did, but I have the experience. I'm sure I'm much more knowledgeable than you.
Oh, you do make me laugh, Daisy. I don't know why you would think that because I am much better than you.
Hey, Daisy, how's everything going?
Hi, Rita. I'm doing well, I guess. I haven't heard from you in a while. Is there something wrong?
Oh, yeah, definitely something's wrong. I spoke with Sean, and oh boy, the things he told me.
Oh, may I ask what he said to you?
I heard your secrets you wanted to hide so badly. The fact that you're an orphan and grew up in an orphanage. Do you know how shocked I was to learn all this?
Oh, okay. So he just told you all that randomly?
We were just meeting up for dinner and the subject just naturally popped up. How did you keep all this a secret for so long? I'm surprised you were able to keep it to yourself. You're not at all like I thought you were.
I don't really appreciate that you two were talking about me when I wasn't there. especially when it's a sensitive matter that I'd rather have kept to myself. Could you please keep whatever you know to yourself? I'd rather not have my past be in the way of my current life.
I see. I guess I can understand why you would want to keep it a secret. Obviously, people will look at you differently. But you see, this is about my precious younger brother. Don't you think your background is affecting him and his life?
You mean you think it's affecting him negatively? He knows everything and he doesn't care, so I don't think there's any effect on him.
But what would everyone think when they find out about you? He's going to be talked about behind his back and people are going to pity him, maybe even look down on him.
Honestly, things like that may happen, but he doesn't care, and I don't understand how there'll be any harm. Especially when my background is kept private outside our social circle.
I don't know about that, sweetie. We'll have to see. I'm sure things might change if people start to find out. But wow, I must say you've really done a good job at keeping this a secret. Who would have guessed?
If there's something you want to say to me, please tell me already. I don't know what it is that you're trying to say.
Oh, no, it's really nothing. It's just, as I said, what would people think when they find out? There's so many things that were running through my head when I heard about it. And you know, Sean and I both really care about our brother, so we're just worried about how all this is going to play out when it gets known. You understand that, right? We don't mean any harm, it's just that we care about our brother. And the fact that you kept all this from not only us, but my parents. I think that's a huge betrayal. Kind of seems like you were scamming them.
Rita, I never scammed your parents or you. Patrick knows everything and he said it was okay, so I don't think there's anything more to discuss.
Marriage isn't just about you and him. It includes the whole family, of both sides. In this case, my family, since you don't have one. You should have told us the truth if you really thought that we were going to accept you even with your background.
Patrick and I talked about this and it's all done. There's nothing more I can say. Could you please just let this go? This doesn't concern you in any way.
Like I said, Daisy, it does concern us because now we have an orphan in the family. How could you deceive us all this time?
Does me not having a family really bring you harm? Not like I'm a criminal. I didn't do anything wrong. It's all in the past, and I've made a good life for myself. There isn't anything that I did wrong, and I don't deserve this treatment from you.
I mean, aren't you worried? What if you have a child? Can you really be a good mother? Can you promise that you're not going to abandon them like your parents? I really wouldn't want my brother to have to raise a child alone just because of his poor choices he made. I really believe that my parents should know about this. It's also going to affect my family if you end up abandoning your kids. As the eldest, I think it's my duty to notify my parents about all this. I can't deceive my own family. I wouldn't want them to spend their lives living in ignorance.
No, I don't think so. Do you know how much harm that's going to bring to Patrick?
It might hurt Patrick's feelings just a tad right now, but he's going to appreciate it later on, I'm sure of it.
Can you please just keep this to yourself? Sean is keeping it to himself. He's minding his own business like he should. Can't you just do that? What is the point of all this anyway? Is there something you want from me? Money? Is that what it is?
Oh no, this isn't going to be solved by some bribery. I'm not in need of any money, as I'm sure you know. This situation is already a mess. I need to fix it so that our family won't be an embarrassment.
There is nothing you have to fix, and there's nothing you guys will be embarrassed about. Please, just keep it to yourself if you want things to stay the same as now.
No, I'm going to be talking to my parents about this. I'm sure you'll be hearing from them soon. How can I keep such important information from my own parents? This already shows how you don't understand what a family is. You were obviously fine deceiving us. I can't believe this is happening. My family is going to be the gossip of everyone because of you. If this affects my husband, you're going to wish you were honest from the beginning. I wouldn't have had to go through all this trouble if you just told us. You've already brought so much harm. I can't believe this. Daisy, I think there's something we need to talk about. I've heard so many shocking things and I want you to clarify it.
I apologize that I didn't tell you about my background and that you had to hear it from someone else. If I could go back and do our first meeting over, I would.
Daisy, I think what we need is clarification, not an apology.
Oh wait, Mom, you know? When did you find out? But I guess there's no secret to keep now since we all know.
I heard so much gossip about you for a while, but I thought there's no way it's true. But now I just don't know what to believe. It's a good thing that we all know now. We need more information so we can figure out damage control. Daisy, could you please clarify all this? I need to know the truth. Is everything I've heard true? Why didn't you tell us honestly in the beginning?
I'm sorry. I wasn't trying to hide it from you or anything. We were going to tell you, but we never found the right timing and we eventually just forgot about it. I didn't mean any harm, but I don't think it's a big deal. It's not something I can change, but I'm living a good life now despite my background.
So, it's true that you're an orphan? Your parents abandoned you?
Yeah, that's all true.
I can't believe this. Patrick said your parents won't be attending the wedding, but you introduced me to your family. Who were they then?
Mom, don't be so angry at her. Of course she couldn't tell you the truth. She might not have grew up well, but she's not completely a bad person.
Oh, Sean, you don't know what you're talking about. What are people going to think of us when they find out about this? I'm going to be the embarrassment of the whole neighborhood.
I'm sorry, this isn't what I wanted to happen. But my family that attended my wedding were my family from the orphanage.
Do you think I care about that at this point? Do you really think that saying sorry is enough? That's not going to solve this situation, you know?
The gossip and rumors are gonna be crazy. Mom, you might not even get invited to those luncheons anymore.
You're right about that. It might bring your status down. People are going to talk about you too.
People might look down on our whole family. They're gonna think that we're ridiculous for letting some stranger into the family. I don't know if I'll be able to go out in public again. I can't believe you hid it all from Patrick and then got married to him. You're one crazy girl, Daisy.
What? Did you hide all this from my son too? If that's the case, then I'll never forgive you.
Sean, you're well aware that Patrick knew everything. He of course knows everything and he doesn't care about it.
I guess there's no meaning of hiding anything anymore. Patrick was a part of all of this too. He was dating her even though he knew she was an orphan.
I needed to know the truth, so I talked to him yesterday, and he told me that he loves her, so it doesn't matter to him. How sweet and dumb of him.
He really is dumb. He should have higher standards. He was probably just blinded by love. He'll eventually wake up from all of this and regret it.
If you two knew, then why didn't you tell me sooner?
I didn't know in the beginning either. I only found out about it later.
Is it really that bad? There's nothing I can do about my past. Is it really bringing you that much harm to your family? Can't you just let this all go?
You didn't have any parents. You're an orphan. How worse can it get? I mean, I guess we could just let it go, but I don't know.
Well, you really did have a difficult life. I know that much. It must be a sad story, but people are already gossiping about us. What makes me so upset is the fact that you didn't tell us about this. You deceived us and joined this family. I can't let this go.
I'm really sorry about that. I really didn't mean to. One thing led to another and it just slipped my mind. If I could go back and tell you everything honestly, I really would do. I really hope you could accept my apology and give me a chance.
Okay, so what do you plan to do from now on?
What do you mean?
What's going to happen when you have a child? What are you going to do?
I'm sorry, I'm not really following. What do you mean by what am I going to do?
What's going to happen to your children? Is what your parents did to you going to happen to them? Are you going to be able to give them all the love and care they need? Is Patrick going to have to do it all alone? I can't even imagine what's going to happen.
Just because I grew up as an orphan, it doesn't mean my child would too. It doesn't mean I'll do the same thing as my own parents. This is ridiculous. Yes, I had a difficult time growing up, but I grew up with a lot of affection and care, more than what I probably would have received from my own parents. The same thing isn't going to happen. If we were to have children, Patrick and I will do our best and support each other.
But you don't know what a mother is like. Who knows what you'll do to your own child?
That's right. You don't have any experience living with a family. What if you're not enough and they end up having some kind of mental illness? I don't even want to think about all that. This is out of my hands, and even if they get divorced, we'll still be gossiped about. I'm not seeing a bright future for us. Oh my God, there's no way for us to end this in a good way, is there?
I'm really sorry that I didn't mention my background to you. I didn't mean to hide it or anything. I just really don't think it's that big of a deal. You're not obligated to answer any questions or rumors. I think if we all mind our business, these rumors will fade soon. People will eventually forget about it. You can all judge me and talk about me, but it's not going to change my background or how I was brought up.
Daisy, I'm glad you did something bad and you're apologizing, but I don't think sorry is enough.
Mom, are you gonna forgive her? Even if you do, Dad's not going to.
I don't think we should forgive her. She's really dragged the family name down.
Excuse me? Could you please explain to me how I dragged your family name down?
I don't owe you an explanation. Plus, it's obvious, isn't it? I don't think we want a girl like you in our family. We deserve someone better, don't you think?
That's true.
I agree with you, Rita. I wish this was all a prank.
I noticed that I sometimes struggle to communicate with Daisy. I was thinking she doesn't know how to behave properly. She doesn't really have manners as well. But now I think I finally understand why. She never learned all of that from her parents.
That's a big problem. Class is one thing, but manners is something you can learn, and if you don't have that, I don't know what to say. Daisy, I want you to divorce my son as soon as possible. You're not good enough for him. Had I known about this in the past, I would have never agreed to the wedding, let alone date you. I would have done anything and everything possible to keep you away from my son. My son deserves someone better. I can't accept you as his wife anymore, and you need to step away from him. You'll do so if you loved him enough.
I think that's a fair conclusion for all of this. You did deceive us. What were you thinking the consequences were gonna be?
Yeah, I agree. She has to pay the price for deceiving us. This will be better for Patrick in the long run, too.
If you try to stay married to my son, you'll see hell. You don't know what I'm capable of. I don't want to see your face ever again. I'm a person who follows through, so you better start packing your things.
I think we also need to talk to Patrick about this and see what he has to say for himself.
That's true. He needs to know what we think, and maybe he'll wake up from all of this and notice what he's done. We can't leave him out of this.
How could you all be so cruel? It's not like I committed a crime. I have no control about my past, and yet, how could you all say this?
Patrick, are you there? It's urgent. I need to talk to you right now.
I'm gonna head home now. Do you want to talk when I get home, or do you want to talk now?
I think we need to talk now. I can't go on like this. I need you to divorce me.
What? What are you talking about? What's wrong? Where is this nonsense coming from? Aren't we so happy together? We've had a great relationship and life together, and why all of the sudden?
Your family contacted me. They all know that I was an orphan and that my parents abandoned me. They weren't thrilled about it, as you can guess. I can't believe the things they said to me. Your mother told me to divorce you. Your siblings all agree that you deserve someone better. I'm just not fit for your family. I'll cause harm and bring your family down.
Wait, what? There's so much information. How did they find out? What else did they say to you?
Your mother was really angry. She said I've been deceiving your family and it'll be such an embarrassment if people find out. I think your Rita and Sean plotted this together and told her about it. All of them are worried that if we were to have children, I wouldn't be a good mother since I don't have one. And then I might end up doing the same thing and just abandon my own child.
I don't know what to say. I can't believe it. I'm really sorry for what they said. They shouldn't have treated you like that. You don't deserve all of this.
They can't have me in the family, and that if I loved you enough, I'll leave you because you deserve someone better.
How could they say that? They could believe whatever they want, but one thing is for sure, that they don't own me. It's my life and they can't tell me what to do. I'm not going to divorce you. I love you and that's not going to change either. I know you'll be a wonderful mother if we were to have kids. You don't need to listen to them and their nonsense.
But what can we do? Your mother said she'll do everything she can in her power to make the divorce happen. I don't think I can continue to live like this. I don't want to have to keep going through something like this for years and years to come. I'm sorry. I love you too, but I don't think we have a choice.
There's nothing you have to worry about. You won't go through this ever again. I'll cut ties with my family.
What? I can't let you do that.
I'll cut ties with them, leave them for good. You're more important to me than they are. You are my family too. I don't agree with them and they don't agree with me. If they want me to be a part of their family, they'll have to accept you as my wife. There is no other choice. I choose to be with you, and they obviously seem to not be able to accept you as my wife. Even if they were able to accept you, I don't think I'll be able to forgive them for what they said and how they treated you.
I don't want to break up your family. This would be just like what they said. I'm harming your family.
They brought it upon themselves. You're much more important to me than they'll ever be. You're my wife. We're a family, and I have to protect us. Our family.
Are you sure this is what you want?
Yes, I'm sure. I don't know why they think it's okay for them to break us up. If they want me to leave someone, it's them. If I never see them again, then so be it. I can't let them get in the way of us in our future. I'll just block them in every way possible.
I'm sorry for all this. It's all my fault.
How is this all your fault, love? I should have told my family from the start. I shouldn't have kept it from them. This was a problem that we had to face sooner or later, and I think I left it off for too long. I'm sorry that you had to go through all of this because of me. You won't be bothered by my family anymore. I think it might be a good time to invest in yourself.
What do you mean?
I was thinking maybe you can get some kind of certificate. Maybe get a higher degree so you can get a better job.
I don't know if I can do that. Going back to school? I feel like I'm too old to study and start over my education.
I think you need to believe in yourself a little bit more. A lot of people go back to school at your age to get a degree for work. It's actually really common. I think you got what it takes. I also think you'll be able to gain some confidence about yourself and your background.
Thank you, Patrick. It's nice to know I have strong support from you. I don't know if I can live up to your expectations, but maybe I can try.
I know you can do it. Don't doubt yourself. You're capable of doing much more than you think. Once you decide, I want you to focus all of your energy into that. You don't have to worry about anything. You might end up finding something that you can feel passionate about. Studying will never do you harm. You only gain from it. The most important thing is that you enjoy the process and you enjoy yourself.
I wish I could find something to be passionate about. I don't know, but I guess I'll just have to try. I want your family to one day know that I am good enough to be your wife. Thank you for everything. I can't believe I was asking you for a divorce and now we're talking about me going back to school.
Hey Daisy, do you have time right now?
Hi, Samson. Yeah, I have time. Is there something you need?
I had an appointment with a new client at 3 p.m., but it seems like they'll be arriving earlier. Would you be able to handle them?
Okay, I'm finishing up some work for a case, but I can deal with them after. Is that all right?
Yeah, that sounds great. Thank you.
Could you just fill me in with their background? I want to make sure I don't miss anything.
Well, the whole family actually came to the office and they seemed pretty desperate. It seems like the husband was involved in some kind of fraud. I don't have the details yet since I only spoke to them briefly the first time. Do you think you can get all the other details and take over the case?
All right, it seems like they're in a difficult position. I'll discuss it with you once you're back.
This sounds good, thanks.
Daisy, is that you? I haven't seen you in ages.
What are you doing here? What are the odds of meeting you here?
Daisy, how are you?
Out of all the law firms, it really is a funny coincidence that we meet here. I heard briefly about what happened to you. I'd like to get more information as the partner of this law firm.
Wait, a partner? You mean you're like an assistant of our lawyer, right? How did you even get a job as an assistant here? You're a high school graduate. Oh, Daisy, you know we know everything. No need to act tough in front of us.
This must be quite a shock to you guys. I'm actually the partner of the law firm. I'm a lawyer. I went to college, passed some exams, and here I am. I started having interest in laws that I can help people who struggled like I did. I changed my life for the better with the help of my husband. He believed in me and supported me all this time.
Really? That's quite impressive. I didn't think you were that type of girl.
Because you thought I was the type of girl who wasn't capable of doing these things for herself? You can do anything if you really try. All you need is to focus all your energy into it. It seems that I didn't think it was possible for me to spend more time on studying since I needed to make a living at a young age. But it turns out all those experiences benefited me. Sure, it's not something I want anyone else to experience, but thanks to everything, I'm here now. This is an awkward meeting, isn't it? Y'all seem like you saw a ghost.
I just don't understand how you were able to become a lawyer. You barely finished high school. I didn't think it was possible, but wow, you must have worked hard to be here. Unless Patrick took the exams for you and you're deceiving the firm.
Sean, it's heartbreaking to see that you haven't changed a bit. I guess having a good family background doesn't help with education, seeing that you can think of such ridiculous things. Maybe you need to go back to school and educate yourself.
Wait, what? What did you say?
You don't need to be embarrassed. We all can change for the better. It's all right. I guess I can understand why you think it was impossible for me to become a lawyer. You never put effort in yourself. Seeing how you can joke about someone else taking the exam, maybe you've done that yourself. But maybe I'm underestimating you. You really are clever when it comes to bribing others. You sure knew what you were doing to your brother and I. And now I see why you're here to seek help.
What? You brat! Who do you think you are talking to me like that?
I'm just being honest. What makes you think that you're allowed to tell me everything that's on your mind, but I'm not allowed to? It's about time you hear the truth. I think you've been too spoiled by your friends and family. It's good to get a reality check so that you can progress and live a better life.
Congratulations, Daisy. You got your moment there. I see that you've gained confidence and education. It's great to know that you've changed for the better. Seems like you really progressed your life. I'm really happy for you. I mean it from the bottom of my heart. Also, I don't think we have the time to be arguing about the past. There's much more important things that we need to discuss right now. Let's focus on the present, shall we? I don't know how much you heard, but it's about my husband. He did some things he shouldn't have, and he's in trouble. We don't know what to do, and we need help from an expert. We need your help, please. He's actually behind bars right now. We need to get him out as soon as possible. Our life is on the line. I'm really hoping you can help us out, please.
All right, I see why you're here today.
I'm really upset and worried about this whole thing. I want this nightmare to be over already. I can't go on without my husband any longer. I need him out and back into my life. I apologize for everything that happened in the past. Can we please forget about everything and move on? I understand that we acted hasty, but it was coming from love towards our brother, and I hope that you can forgive us. I also want to apologize for everything. I know I must have said things in the past, but I didn't really mean it. Everything I said was just in that moment. I really was shocked to find out things about you, and it's as my daughter said, it came out of love for my son. I know it's been a while and we lost touch, but I hope you can help us. I hope you have it in your heart to forgive us. If we could put everything that happened in the past, I would appreciate it. We really need your help with my son-in-law. Everything is falling apart for us.
You're still married to our brother. I still think you're part of the family. You know, we're your only family you have.
Please help us. We really need your help. I don't know what to do anymore. Like my mom said, everything's falling apart for us.
Okay, so you want me to get your husband out of prison? Is that what your request is about? I checked the results of his background, and it seems like this isn't his first offense. He's committed similar crimes multiple times, it seems. Honestly, it's going to be really difficult to get someone like that out of prison.
You have to help us. You have to use every power you have in every way possible. I heard that the success rate of this law firm is extremely high. I heard so many stories, and I know you can help us. If your law firm can't help us, I'm sure no one else can, so please help us, Daisy.
I agree. I heard so many good things. I need you to help us save my family. I know you can.
You know how her husband is the one who took over our father's company, right? He earns all the money right now. If he can't get out of prison, how are we supposed to continue living? We're gonna lose everything and starve to death. You have to help us get our life back.
I don't think I'm obligated to help you. I appreciate the apology, but I don't think I can accept it. You keep acting like we're a family, but I don't remember being your family. I think I'll be passing this on to someone else. This problem has nothing to do with me, and I won't be taking on this case.
What do you mean we're not family? You're still married to my son. This crisis for us can't mean nothing to you. You stole my son away from me. How dare you say such things? You owe me for your actions, you know.
Pardon me, but I didn't steal him from you. I married him, and he decided to cut ties with you. You should know your facts. I understand I shouldn't have hid my background from you, but it shouldn't have mattered in the first place. You could have accepted me for your son's sake, but you didn't. You all keep asking to let the past go, but you guys never let my past go. You put that against me, over something that I had no control over. You had all these years to realize that and reach out to us, but you never did. Not until today, because you need my help now. I had no control over my past. However, this issue, your husband has control over. If you guys were a part of it, then you guys can be held accountable also. You thought I'd help you because I'm your family? You should get rid of that ridiculous thought. Moreover, as a lawyer, I can decline to take this case.
Don't you think it's understandable of how we reacted before? We were upset and shocked at your past. You should let it go. It was because you hid everything from us. We didn't mean any harm.
You only have yourself to blame. You might not have meant any harm, but you don't know how hard it was for me. You told me you were worried that I might become like my parents, that I didn't deserve your son. I will never forgive you for all what you said to me. I hope that we'll never bump into each other ever again. That's why we cut ties with you. We didn't want anything to do with you because we both thought we couldn't forgive you. You all agreed that I wasn't someone worth being with Patrick, that you all wanted a better person for him. You all wanted a different wife for him, and now that's all of a sudden changed? Just because I'm a lawyer now and you need my help? That sounds like it's too good to be true.
But things are different now. It's been so long, can't you forgive us? We should have a fresh start.
You can't just change your mind whenever you want. That's not how it goes, Rita. I know you all don't mean any of what you said. Obviously, y'all still look down on me.
That's not true. I've let everything go, and I truly admire your change. I really think we should have a fresh start. If I were to have met you somewhere else, I would have felt the same way and asked for the same thing. A fresh start. It's not because I need your help, Daisy.
I am a lawyer, Rita. Do you think I'll believe your words? Do you know how many people I've met who lie like they breathe? I could see through it right away. I'm not going to take this case. I can't help you, so you need to find a different lawyer or law firm. This case is going to be difficult anyway, and it's not worth it for me to go through the hassle. Now that we're done talking about this, could you please leave my office? I am not going to change my mind about this.
Please, I am begging you, please calm down and think rationally. You don't need to forgive us, but can you put your personal feelings aside and help us? Daisy, you're our last hope. Please help us. Our life is on the line. I'm begging you.
I didn't change my mind, and I declined taking on their case. I couldn't forgive them for all the pain that they caused both my husband and I. It may not have been professional, but either way, I wouldn't have taken the case, as he wouldn't have had a chance of getting out of prison. It turns out that someone told them that they heard of a good lawyer, and that turned out to be me. I'm really surprised how something like this can happen. Even after all these years, I was surprised that they haven't changed at all. They must have been equally shocked to see me, because the look on their face was priceless. The words they said were obviously something they were thinking of in that moment. They should know that those empty words wouldn't get them what they want. I guess all of them are fake, seeing how Rita's husband ended up in prison. I plan to be true to myself and my husband, and we'll enjoy our life together. Thank you for watching. We hope you enjoyed the video. Please don't forget to like and subscribe.